Wait, was that supposed to kill me? And cut. Okay, this intro has nothing to do with the actual topic of the video. And why are you blue? Radiation poisoning? That's just not how radiation poisoning works. Alright, so about a week ago, I asked you guys to leave some ideas in the comments as for what I should do with the spelling stick, and I received like a couple, to say the least. So without further stalling, let's get into it. So this first idea is probably the most popular one I got from last video, and it involves spawning a dragon. Unfortunately though, Bombly is not here to help me out on this, so let's hope this takes one try. So basically, what I'm hoping is that I can get a hit on it with the spelling stick using Tarantula boots. I should probably have picked, you know, any kind of tuning points or anything that gives me intelligence. But I don't have that in real life anyways. Oh man, that was real funny. No, it wasn't. Shut the fuck up, man. Jesus Christ. Old dragon. That's actually pretty good for this test. Basically, I'm just hoping it perches or does something to help it make it easier to hit. I don't think it's gonna work, honestly. I'm not sure, because I haven't tested it. If it does work, it'll be pretty obvious. And if it does work, I'm gonna say that it's gonna work for just about any boss that has a boss bar. All right, so this old dragon's low-key dragging it. It needs to wrap it up. And it does not work. All right, well, that's a bummer. I assume that since it doesn't work on boss bars, maybe it doesn't work on other people, aka like they can't see the jumbled up names, but what do I know? And as we can see in here, it also does not display what we would imagine is the altered name. A little unfortunate, but was to be expected. So let's move on to the next one. For this next idea, I've gathered a summoning ring, and what we're going to be testing is to see if I can harvest a zombie's name using the spelling stick, altering its name in the process, and keep said altered name as a summon. This is not going to take long though. So if this works, it should be summoned as the Graveyard Zombie. Okay, it didn't work. I'm honestly really bummed out about that one because it would have been really funny to keep a crazy name, but I can also see why you're not allowed to do that. I mean, the possibilities are quite literally endless. Anyways, it's time for the next idea. Okay, you know what? I refuse to go 3 failed tests in a row, which is why next idea is an idea that quite literally cannot fail. However, that does not mean that this idea is going to be easy to execute. In fact, I've spent 3 Skyblock days, aka an hour, trying to find a lobby that's suitable for this idea. Now, this idea involves 2 separate mobs, a grunt and a yogg. Some of you may already know where I'm going with this. Now, all I need with the yoggs is for 1 letter to be removed, and that's the G. That's not the G. Nope, no, no, nope, no. Yes, that was the easy part. Now we're gonna need to remove the N from grunt and swap 2 letters. The fuck? Nut. D. Guys, I got Nikola Jokic. Holy shit. Gun. Kendrick Lamar? Why? I don't know. Oh my god, that's what we want. That is exactly what we want. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, I kinda let the yogg despawn that was named Yo, so we're gonna have to carefully transport Gurt to Yo. Okay, Gurt doesn't want to leave his hometown, so I'm gonna have to bring the yogg to him. I'm just kind of worried about him despawning. Despawning? I don't know. Oh my god, Gurt despawned. No, not Gurt. Well, we gotta try it again. But now we have a path. Now we know what to do. We'll be ready next time. If you turn out to be the one, then we've got a ways to go. I guess she didn't make the cut. Oh man, I am killing it. What about you, fine gentlemen? Are you gonna do it? Holy shit, you are. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's been like 40 minutes since my last skirt. We have a real chance at this. Get out of the way, stare. These things despawn in like 2 minutes, so if I'm being wholehearted with you and real, I don't think I'm gonna get it in time. We need to get this yogg, and we need it to say yo. Son of a bitch. That's like the only yogg that's remotely close to him, so how about you? No, no. Yo, yo. It's gone. We almost had Yo and Gurt at the same time. 3rd time's the charm. Guys, I'm being so dead ass when I say Gurt is still alive. I don't know how, but he's over here. I just finished editing the last 30 seconds of the video that you just saw. I don't know how he's still alive. Gurt's back from the dead, I guess. I'm gonna try to lead him over here. I don't really know. Okay, we got Gurt over here. Come on, yogg. You're not an OG. You're just not. Gurt's still there. I think if I go far enough, then it's just gonna leave. Like, did I go too far? I went too far, so I think he's over here now. Okay, I've got it worked out now. So maybe the first Gurt never died. He just teleported back and I never noticed. Okay, so I've used the Gloom Lock to get my damage down to 0, so now I can punch Gurt as much as I desire. Okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's like he can only stay away from his spawn point for so long. That's tricky. Maybe I'll just bring the Yogg to him. All right, we got a Yo. Now we just have to get him over there. Or maybe we can find a middle ground so neither of them end up moving back to their original spawn point. That might be the play. Gurt's gone, just when we had got the pieces together. Shit. All right, rest in peace, Gurt, too. I guess now we've really got to try for a third. Dude, just get rid of the end and we're in business. Holy shit, we're in business. Okay. Third time. Hopefully it's the charm, because otherwise it's not really anything. Now here's the thing. This was actually pretty close to the little tunnel I've made, so maybe... I killed Gurt. Sebastian, I fucking killed him. I didn't mean to. I killed Gurt. Okay, fourth time's the charm. Guys, I have really, really bad news. I can hear mighty rumbles and explosions in the distance, and I think we all know what that means. And if I'm being completely real with you, I do not have it in me to find another lobby that's gonna actually give me a fighting chance at getting Gurt. I'm gonna have to throw in the towel. I've been going at it for 3 hours now. 3.5 to be exact. I think I put up a good fight, but I just don't have it in me. However, I do have a couple more ideas to go through, so let's go through those. Hopefully they're not as hard as that one was. Jesus Christ. You're probably wondering, Rem, why are we in the dungeon hub? It's because it's time to play dungeons. Not really, but like, kind of. Basically, I'm gonna need to find an admin room, and then we can tinker with some of the admin crypts using the spelling stick. But first we have to get an admin room, which could take a little bit of time. So, I'll see you then. Yo, I think my thunderstorm's ready. Anyways, we're here. Took like 30 minutes, but I've been AFKing for the past 10, so really just 20. Now, I actually did some digging, and this is the first time I've featured dungeons in one of my videos in 8 months. Anyways, enough talk. I think my first victim's gonna be Minicloon. Oh shit, he's got a bow on me. Okay, it does work on admins. That's a great start. The question is, whose name could I fuck up the most? Oh! Okay, Minicloon's dead. I didn't think an ice spray did that much damage. Alright, how about you, A-Punch? I've used you, now you're just orange. Now you're just orange. Alright, I would say I'll be back in a few minutes when this guy's name is completely unrecognizable, but I think it already is. Oh, and the cool thing about being Mage is that the cooldown of the spelling stick is actually affected by this, so I get to change the letters much faster. I'm not sure how fast, but it's pretty fast. Now they're just Ka. Oh my god. Alright, so this is Jay of Armin, right? You can see his name very clearly, and you can make it out very clearly. I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, so it's been about a minute. Me personally, I cannot tell that dude was named Jay of Armin a minute ago. I think we all know where I'm going next. Wait a second. Is this Ona? Oh my god, it's Ona. I forgot they have him here. For some reason, they just haven't updated the admin room, so there's a bunch of admins that are no longer here. Now it's just Ona without the underscore. Let's try Hypixel, because why not? Oh, and Don Pereso, I guess. You know, this is just how I remember Don Pereso's name. Okay, his letters are rapidly decreasing. Oh my god. This is actually pretty relevant to one of the ideas I saw in my comment section, because someone asked, can you get a name with 0 characters, just completely blank? Now that we're back to 1 character, we can see that when I hit it, its name doesn't change, because it tries to remove a letter, but there are no letters to remove, so it just doesn't do anything. Again, tried to do it, but it couldn't. Is he gonna end as a Fed? I always knew you were a Fed, Hypixel. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say the admin room has not been updated in a while, because Deuces left shortly after the Crimson Isle was released, I believe. He should not be here, but he is. Oh, and... oh, hi. I think I'm calling that idea a win. Or at least it was successful to some extent. Not to mention we figured out, like, a couple other ideas in the process, so. And you know what? On that note, I think I'm gonna leave things off there. I didn't want this video to be very long, so I did happen to leave out a couple ideas that I do want to test in the future. So who knows, that may be another video. This guy is the king of dragging it. With that being said, please feel free to leave any ideas in the comments that weren't tested in this video. And I got one more thing to say to anyone who is currently unsubscribed and still watching up to this point. The rest of you guys, you can go if you want. All right, come a little closer. Just a little. No, not that close. Not that close. All right. Listen, you watched to the end of the video. You're still not subscribed. What's going on here? Me personally, I don't know. Even House doesn't know. Listen, just press it for me. All right. If not, I understand. But like, you know, I feel like, you know. All right. You know what? I'm sorry. Goodbye. Have a good day. Absolutely have a good day. Could not forget that. All right.